the slide job
There
right here. He goes.
In for it.
Down to the bottom, slides up into him. Who's going to save it? Neither one. They both spin out. Kyle Busch, and Kyle Busch is going to win barely. Steals one.
Got in line.
Kyle Busch for the lead.
Here comes the slide job.
Bottom to top.
Well done.
Backward crossover with Reddick, though. Just like we saw in that dirt race of Thursday night when we were watching. When they start doing this slide job and crossing back and forth, this is where it gets fun to watch. Oh, not clear. Now that's a slide job gone wrong. That won't make him happy.
Tyler Reddick got used up there, and here comes Austin Dillon on the bottom. Could not clear him. Kyle Larson closing from the top with Christopher Bell.
The whole reason that didn't go any worse than it did was, I'm sure Tyler Reddick still remembers the last corner of the last lap last year. He knows this is not the time for that incident to happen. Just give that spot up. He's good enough to get that lead back.
Kind of what I was talking about with Priest. He bailed out. He didn't stick in there. You didn't hold it, his own on that outside. If he did, they would have been in the wall for sure. Just like you were saying, a little bit of patience went a long ways there.
12 to go in stage 2. Kyle Busch in command.
This is one of those nights where when the track gets this slick, you've got to give each other just a little bit extra room than what you do on a weekly basis in these cars.
Man, Dillon is able to really rifle that thing down into 3 way hard.
Watching from our Coca-Cola Zero Sugar cam on board Dillon.
Watch how much deeper he can get into the corner than Reddick.
Well, in the radius that he's running, when he turns down in early like that, he's not having to turn as tight as Tyler Reddick is on the top. That's why Tyler has to slow his entry down a little bit, but he's able to get that big run on the top off the corner.
Can't really do it as much at 1 and 2 down here, but 3, I mean, it's 3 car lengths.
And everybody's driving around that hole in turn 3, right there between the 2 second and third place cars.
Busch slipped up.
Wow, Dillon led for about 100 feet, and then Reddick to the front. The Food City 500 on Fox is sponsored by Ford. Built Ford proud. And by Credit One Bank. Caution is out for Zane Smith, who blew a tire on the front straightaway and the resulting debris. Now, Chase Elliott had gotten out front and led Hendrick Motorsports' 80,000th lap in their NASCAR history. Then Kyle Busch, who restarted 16th, forged his way to the lead. And it's like whenever somebody can lead for about 5 laps, what do they make their tires angry? Because then they just get overhauled, and the whole pack has stayed pretty much together with all these lead changes so far.
I don't even know what to say, because I don't know how to explain it, but we've seen side-by-side cars just go and all of a sudden just shut off and start going backwards. It has to have something to do with the graining of the front tires and the tire wear of really all 4 tires. So we'll have to see what happens when they take them off. But we're going to have 3 sets on 72 laps into this race.
That's what's dangerous. Only 9 sets out here. These guys on the pit box is hilarious, scratching his hair. He might be out of here by the time this thing's over. But you said it, Mike. it really has congested the field in this tight racetrack, this half-mile track. Usually 30 laps in, you're back the leaders on the same straightaway as the tail end of the field at Bristol Motor Speedway. Not even a chance. They're all on top of one another. You could have thrown a blanket over the top 15.
That is Eric Jones, and
I think that's part of the 71 car on his hood.
Got the Ford Performance Cam here on Joey Logano's car, and his car has been absolutely horrendous.
All right, pit road will be open this time.
Well, after what I saw with those 2 tires and stuff like that, Josh Berry lost a lot of ground. I'm putting 4 tires on this thing, Kevin. Give me 4.
I'm with you, and that's, as a driver, that's what I always wanted, was 4 tires.
Regan?
Well, Kyle Busch up 15 spots since the restart, and what the field doesn't want to hear, he reports to his team, the balance is really good. He's happy with his car at this moment. And the 5 car, Kyle Larson, really good right now. The biggest concern is he's got to do a better job navigating better through the traffic that we see on the racetrack right now. Jamie?
73 laps in, and these teams are coming in for their second set of sticker tires. The 11 of Denny Hamlin super tight into the corner, but as he moved up, it got better. The 12 of Ryan Blaney ran pretty hard there. He said needed to turn just a little bit better, but no big complaints from either 2 of these drivers.
All cars, remember, under caution have to enter the pits at turn 2 and come all the way around both pit roads, exiting at turn 1. Ryan Blaney, Denny Hamlin,